The Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing right away is Daniels.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert.
Touchdown, Washington! Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves them in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming.
The 43-yard line.
Again, it's Jones.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
The Vikings at 500 at 6-6. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hawkinson,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with 1
Extra point on the upright. A good one. He gets it to go. And tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down the 47-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2 yards to go, second down. To the air with McCarthy. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 32.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. These 2 teams all tied after 1.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9. Throwing is McCarthy.
Only able to gain a couple there. And third down and 6 to go.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
The sneak successful for a yard out.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
This is something right out of Philadelphia's playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lane. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course, you've got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage,
from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
and I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now McCarthy.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle is made at Washington's 31-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's now 21-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That's caught left side by Simmons. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Daniels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First down, Washington.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Flush to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To the air goes Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Daniels.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Daniels.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good edge steam going.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
For the Vikings.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
20! Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. To the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that is incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's good for a Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Well, now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And once again, this is Sanders.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Washington on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, either throwing it in the feet.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great effort there. 37 yards.
And the Commanders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An inside give to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Taken from just outside the 30. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
19. Here we go. 19 Tiger, 79 Broncos.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rondale Moore from 21 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point inside the goal. We are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one's setting up for a great finish. Tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And the Washington 1st down.
Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
70 range. Let's go now. 19 sight. 19 cowboy it.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Daniel's going to give it up on the touch pass. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. That is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Able to find Jones. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Drop low 80.
Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Here now, 3rd down.
Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And he fires one, but incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Oh, man. They are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator has got to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Parker did a tie game here in the 4th. This one all we could have asked for. Tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of Sanders. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's 2nd down.
70 Rangers.
Daniels looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 19 sight. 19 cut.
To throw is Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Daniels going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Here's 1st down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On a completed pass, got to get down quickly and call a timeout.
A give to Jones. And he's going to wind up with a 1st down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one.
He's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't tell me a rookie anymore. Until he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here's 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So they're